Welcome to Wins.com. This is Yusuf again. I'm here to present to you wisdom speeches which you have to reflect upon. Bet me, you will benefit from them. We hear what we want to hear, not what is being said. Real education should influence not only the head but the heart. Remember, all kinds of education are taught in school, but attitude education is learned by oneself, even though it's needed for productive results. Let me repeat again. Remember, all kinds of education are taught in school, but attitude education is learned by oneself, even though it's needed for productive results in real life. Knowledge is piling up facts. Wisdom is simplifying it. So don't confuse education with the ability to memorize facts. Education does not mean you have the absolute knowledge of good judgment in life. Remember, you can also learn the wrong thing perfectly. Mostly, those who have knowledge in this world are many, but those who act upon it are few because they have attitude education. Undoubtedly, you can be successful with or without formal education. So don't be doomed to failure because you did not have formal education. What it takes to be successful is way more than just book and a pen. You need commitment and righteousness in business. Sorry, there are many walking encyclopedias who are living failures. True education makes one brave, decisive, and wise at the same time. Ignorance is the root of all evil, not lack of money. Common sense is the ability to see things as they are and do them as they ought to be done, which is the quality of wisdom. The abundance of common sense is called wisdom. A person have to often sharpen the axe if he or she actually want to be the best woodcutter. So is the knowledge and everything in life. There is no difference between those who can but does not read, and those who can not read. Let me repeat again. There is no difference between those who can but does not read, and those who can not read. Have you realized that it is not how much one eats that matters, but how much he or she digests? So is knowledge and success. Better act on the little you know. Knowledge is potential power. It's only useful when acted upon. It's not just good grades and degrees that matters in real world. You need to cultivate more strength, self-discipline, and desire to learn more. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. If you actually wanted to build positive self-image, try doing things to others that cannot be repaid with cash or kind. I am going to do and I'm trying to do are all different apart. Trying give you space of not being able to achieve the issue or what you are heading on. But if you made up your mind, God will open the doors for you, for you know that there is not going back after this. gives you an option of returning to the trying gives you an option of returning to your previous self. If an intoxicated driver involved in an accident on a highway can only not cause damage to himself but to your child and my child on the highway, then no one have the right to say everyone should mind their own business. The ignorant use of I don't care or mind your own business leads to the world stage we are now. And this is the world stage we are. Nobody can just say mind your own business. We are being created to mind each other's business when it really matters. We are interconnected together. One helps the other to the other and to the another. If we cease helping each other, minding each other's business, then chaos will break loose, as we can see in the